I said, no. I said, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
Too many see the protests as the problem. Please, show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Go to the Hill today. Get up in the face of some Congress people.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
Running away from Donald Trump, I think you need to go back and punch him in the face.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Unless, good friends, you have been living under a rock, you would have seen that former President Donald Trump has had an attempt made on his life. Now, I hesitated upon making comment for two reasons. A, the full facts were not clear as to who or why. And B, being not American, would people actually care what I had to say? Well, ultimately I decided to make this video because I do care what happens in the US myself. It impacts much of the world, and it also mirrors many issues that occur over here.
So the last time someone threw a drink at me was last Wednesday. I generally don't publicise it when these things happen. Sometimes you see it on, full view with something chucked in my face or cement thrown at me or whatever it is. Normally, Tom, when it happens, I just don't talk about it. But okay, now I will. It's amazing that when in the European elections of 2019, someone threw a milkshake straight in my face. Joe Brand, the comedian, said on a BBC comedy programme, why waste your time with that? Better to use battery acid. And she's still appearing on the BBC. We've had David Aronovich, the left-wing journalist, writes for The Times, does a BBC Radio 4 programme, said about 5 weeks ago that the best thing the Democrats could do is have Trump shot. And he's still working for The Times. He's still working for the BBC.
But also, now that some time has actually occurred and more facts have become more apparent, I feel confident in much of the information I'm going to relay to you as being fact. Though I'll say as a little disclaimer, everything in this video is true at the point of me releasing it, so if any contradictory information comes out, please understand that this video has come out before they have come to light. In the beginning of this video, you just saw a montage of clips of high-ranking individuals essentially calling for the deletion, using YouTube safe words, of the man's life, of Trump's existence. They, along with the actual person responsible, have a part to play in making this attempt on his life happen. The rhetoric surrounding Trump, comparing him to the bad man of the 1940s, again, YouTube safe language, comparing him to every negative we can think of in politics, what do you think that will do to the easily manipulated? What? Do you think that they'll just ignore it and go on with their day? No, that's not a sane person's response. These people are not sane. They believe they are on a moral mission and Trump represents their antichrist. Now, as far as I know at the point of recording this video, Donald Trump has survived the incident, with only an injured ear. But two things need to be acknowledged right now. Firstly, that the bystander, the member of the rally who lost his life, I'm not sure if there's any more, needs to be in everyone's thoughts. And God be with that person's family at this time. I am certain, Trump being Trump, he will personally give his condolences to the family. But second, as the title of this video states, this guy just put Trump in the White House. My God, you have done more to re-elect this man than any speech, any rally, any campaign could have done, especially with iconic images like this. I do understand that the, can't believe I have to say it this way because of YouTube, the Pew Pew Man is no more. He has been taken care of, just like in Monty Python. He has ceased to be.
This is an
I also understand he is a member of a radical hate group known as Antifa. Funny that. So, I do have one question. Why didn't the security, the Secret Service, the police involved in this rally spot him? Yes, there are thousands of people there, granted, but every person would have been searched and ID'd, so...
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others. They will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look
at the Democrats. Democrat supporters, influencers, every person who compared Trump to the bad man of the 1940s or an enemy of the state or anything like this, every person involved in that shares blame. Because you created a climate that tolerated such extreme comparisons to someone who does not deserve such comparisons. I'm an Englishman. As I said earlier, I was hesitating to make this video. That's also because I have no bone in this fight directly. Or do I? I have many people I count as friends who are American, and to see their country being torn apart because one side is able to express any opinion they like without condemnation, and another side is vilified for even the smallest difference in opinion, leaves me concerned for the safety of not only the friends I know, but the world in general, as this new American Civil War starts to rage, will impact us all. I'm sure more details will follow, but for now I'll leave you by saying, understanding our disagreements bring new perspectives. Our new perspectives create better futures, and a better future is all anyone seeks. Thank you for watching, take care, and God bless to everyone.